YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Chicago Bulls 131 to 113. The Bulls go to 29 and 44 and 11 and 24 on the road. The Thunder go to 58 and 16, 30 and 7 at home. They're trying to win 60 games again. OKC wins the season series 2-0. They're going to play the Bulls twice a season. They beat them both times. The Bulls won't be in the play-in or the playoffs, so they'll see them next season to compete against them again. And we'll see how that goes. Chicago won the first quarter, though, 32 to 29. They ended up winning the second quarter too, 35 to 33. They lost the third quarter, 33 to 21. In the fourth quarter, 36 to 25 to the Thunder, and they ended up getting blown out in this one. Although it was competitive in the first half, not so much in the second. Gershon Yabusele was able to make 2 threes. He finished 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 6 from the field for 6 points. There was wide open looks, so it's good that he was able to make them, but he also missed more than he made. He had 4 rebounds and 1 assist. No turnovers are still in the block. He had 1 offensive rebound and 4 personal fouls and was a minus 16. And plus minus, just a good night from him. Did a lot of things for the team. Gave them size, gave them muscle, gave them floor spacing, and that's all you can really ask for. Isaac Okoro, 31 minutes. He had 20 points. He went 7 to 13 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, no turnovers, and a block. He also had 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 14 and plus minus. He attacked the basket real well and also was able to hit the spot up threes. He's a 3-and-D guy mainly, but he was able to show that he can do a little bit more. The more you can do, the better the team is. So hopefully he can continue to grow into a newer role. And then Matas Buzelis, 34 minutes. He had 15 points. He went 6 of 13 from the field. He did hit some shots near the basket. He also made 1 3, but he went 1 of 7 for 3. Wasn't his night from the 3-point line, but he still was able to shoot decent from the field altogether. He did have 2 of 2 shooting from the free throw line and had 9 boards. The 9 boards ended up being the most on the team. He had 1 turnover, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 9. And plus minus, Trey Jones played 26 minutes. He had 21 points. He ended up going 8 of 12 from the field and 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Good shot selection from him. He ran the offense real well, finding ways to speed it up, finding ways to see what the defense is trying to do, and just play accordingly to what they're trying to get you to do, and just have the right moves and the right counters to be able to get them, off balance and make it tough for them to defend. And that's all the offensive player can do anyway. He did have 7 boards with those 9 assists. He also had 2 turnovers, 1 still in the block. He also had 1 personal foul and was a minus 13 and plus minus. Josh Giddey played 33 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 1 of 11 from the field, 0 of 8 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds and 11 assists. The 11 assists was the most in the game. That's tough to do, but he does it all the time, and he makes it look easy. He was diming up guys for alley-oops, for threes, for finishes at the rim, and also he was able to dictate the pace sometimes too, which is something that he's good at. But he missed a whole lot of shots in this game. Couldn't make really anything in this game, but he still found a way to make a decent impact on it with his rebounding and passing, showing that he's not just a one-dimensional player. He had 5 turnovers, 1 offensive board, 1 personal foul, was a minus 20. And plus minus, Patrick Williams, 18 minutes, 4 points. He went 1 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist with no turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and was a minus 12. And plus minus, he tried to attack off the dribble. He tried to get close to the basket. He tried to hit the wide open shots. His only make was a 3 besides a free throw. So not the best night from him, although he did do a good amount. Although he grabbed a good amount of rebounds That's probably the best thing he did. Leonard Miller ended up attacking the right way, but he finished 6 of 17 from the field, 2 of 7 from three, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. His ability to play off the ball and do a little bit on the ball is why he has potential to be a decent scorer in the league. He also grabbed 7 boards. That was the most off the bench. He did also get 3 turnovers. He's still learning his body, how to use it, how to go against other players, how to score, off the dribble and create separation without turning it over or getting stuck against one defender. It's hard to figure that out when you haven't played these guys before, but he'll get used to it if he stays in the league long enough. And that's what you have to think if you have him on your roster or you developing them. And that's how he should feel too. Yeah, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, 3 personal fouls, and was a -2 and plus minus. Aldridge played 3 minutes. He scored his only shot near the basket, and then he went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's how he got his 3 points. He had 1 rebound, no turnover. His rebound was offensive. No personal foul was a +4. And plus minus, Colin Sexton had it going from three. He was wide open a lot of times. He was contested sometimes, semi, and he was still able to splash it anyway. He's a good shooter, always been decent at it. He also went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 of 14 from the field. It wouldn't be right if he didn't drive it a couple times too, right? And then he had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, and a block, 3 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. Rob Dillingham ended up getting blocked. But other than that, he went 1 of 3 from the field. He missed his only three for that reason. And then he had 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 personal fouls. It was a -8 and plus minus. Nick Richards and Simons was both injured, so they didn't get on the court. Everybody on the Thunder did. That was available tonight. Isaiah Hartenstein, 6 points for him in 24 minutes. You know he's not really going to be out there to score, but he can if he needs to, or if you give him too much space, or you give him enough room, he will. 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 16 boards. That was game high. That's necessary, especially because Chet Fetch Holmgren wasn't in the game for them tonight because of injury with his hip. So Hartenstein had to man the middle. 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 5 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +13. And plus minus, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 29 minutes, 25 points. He went 8 of 24 from the field. He went 0 of 10 from three. You don't take that many attempts. You're going to try to, blow the team out. They ended up doing it anyway. And Shai did make some layups. He did make some jump shots, but not so much from three. He still attacked aggressively looking for a shot. He got rewarded by going 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Obviously, these ain't the percentages you're used to seeing Shai putting up or doing, but it just show you that Shai is a human. He ain't going to have the greatest efficiency every single game. He's not going to be as dominant every single game because it's hard to play at the level he's playing at throughout this last 3 years or last 4 years. But at least he's showing you that he's willing to put in the work. He's willing to come back stronger. And we'll see if he does in the next game. Although they got the win, he still got his 20 plus. He can still look at it like some things I can improve on, some things I can get better at, and some things I can smooth out before the season is over since they trying to win another championship in OKC. He did have 5 assists with only 1 turnover. He also had 3 blocks. 1 personal foul was a +10. And plus minus Lugens Dort, 18 minutes. He had 3 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. His only three is the one that Shai passed it to him, and he was able to make it after that. He did have 2 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, and a block. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul was a -2. And plus minus, Jalen Williams had another good game. 37 minutes. He had 18 points. He went 8 of 16 from the field. He went 0 of 2 though from three, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Did a good job of driving and pulling up that jumper from mid range. He also had 6 rebounds and 8 assists. He's a team player. He's gonna find guys early. He's gonna find guys when they're in the right areas, and then he's gonna deliver them the ball, even if he has to break down the defense from time to time. He had 2 turnovers and a steal, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +12 and plus minus. And then Cason Wallace was the X factor, giving them 21 points and some good defense on the perimeter and some good 3 point shooting in space. He went 5 of 7 from three, 8 of 11 from the field for 21 points. And he also had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a +21 and plus minus. And then Jalen Williams, the big guy played 19 minutes. He had 12 points. He went 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, and also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 10 rebounds also. And that's a double double for him. So he really was efficient, really picked his spots and his shots real well in this one. He also contributed on the defensive end, getting 2 blocks and 2 steals. Nothing new there. And then he had one person foul was a +6 and plus minus. Peyton played 2 minutes. He ended up scoring 1 point. He did go 0 2 from three. That was good looks. He just couldn't make them. But he also went 1 2 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. Brendan played 3 minutes. He ended up not scoring at all because he didn't take a field goal or a free throw. He did have 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. And then Alex Caruso was able to get to the basket and score. He had 15 minutes played and had 6 points and went 2 or 3 from the field. His only miss was a three, besides missing a free throw too, where he went 2 or 3 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a personal foul. And he was a +8 and plus minus. Kenrich Williams played 4 minutes. He attempted a shot. He missed it. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers. He had 1 offensive rebound. He also had 1 personal foul, was a -4 and plus minus. And then Isaiah Joe, for some reason, they gave him room. They gave him space knowing that he's out there to shoot. He went 4 of 9 from three, so he wasn't mad about it. He also made his only free throw. He went 5 of 11 overall from the field for 15 points. It was tied with AJ Mitchell for the most off the bench. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, and a steal. He had 1 offensive rebound, and the personal foul was a +9 and plus minus. Aaron Wiggins, 11 minutes. He went 3 or 4 from the field, 1 or 2 from three. He had two. He went and shot 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, no personal foul, and was a -2 and plus minus. There's good driving and shooting from him. It worked out for him. And then Jared McCain didn't give him anything offensively when it came to scoring. He ended up playing 13 minutes and went 0 4 from the field, and 0 2 from three. Good looks. He just didn't have a touch to knock him down. He did have 1 rebound, 1 assist, and no turnovers. And his rebound was offensive. He had no personal foul and was a +10 and plus minus. AJ Mitchell, 25 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 15 points, like I said before. He shot 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So he ended up scoring really, really good. Attacking the basket is something he's been good at. He can hit you with a three in the mid range from time to time. It works out for him if he takes his time to do it. Also, had 5 assists, knew when to dish, knew when to pass when those opportunities came up. And then he had 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, and 2 blocks. And then he had 1 offensive board, 5 personal fouls, and was a +14 and plus minus. 101 shots taken by the Thunder. They shot 47%. 98 taken by the Bulls. They shot 42%. 31% from three for the Thunder. They shot 45 of them. And then 47 threes taken by the Bulls. They shot 32%. 31 free throws taken by the Thunder. They shot 10 more than the Bulls, but they only shot 74% from the free throw line, while the Bulls shot 76. 58 rebounds for the Thunder, 47 for the Bulls. 29 assists for the Thunder, 25 for the Bulls. 9 turnovers for the Thunder, 12 for the Bulls. 9 steals for the Thunder, 4 for the Bulls. 9 blocks for the Thunder, 5 for the Bulls. 15 offensive rebounds for the Thunder, 10 for the Bulls. And then 43 defensive rebounds for the Thunder, 37 for the Bulls. And then 19 personal fouls for the Thunder, 21 for the Bulls. The Bulls had the lead. They was doing real well, staying in front. And then that switch ended up hitting the Thunder. Defense picked up. They ended up getting some tough shots to go their way. They made things more simpler, too, for themselves. They spread the ball real well. They moved it real well. They did their cuts. They did their collapse in the defense and kick out. They did their ability to get their shots on their own from time to time throughout the game. And the Bulls just couldn't keep up. So they ended up getting popped and blew out because of that. It happens, if you're not as good as your opponent, you got to make it ugly. You got to make it tough. You got to make it hard. If you can't do that, you got to score on the same level. If you can't do either or, you're going to be losing that game. And that's what ended up happening. Comment, like, subscribe, share the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.